Howdy folks, Josh here with The Weekend Angler, back with another Short Tip Saturday video. And this week's video comes at the request of YouTube user Richard Johnson, who wanted to know all about boat wiring. So Richard, let's get started. Alright guys, I have a lot of information I want to cover in this video, so let's go ahead and get started with it. These are 5 boat wiring tips that the pros don't want you to know. Let's get started here. Alright guys, we'll start off with what I believe is the most important part of this video, and that's safety. What you're looking at is a marine circuit breaker. That particular one happens to be 50 amps. And what that does, it's just like a circuit breaker in your house. Anytime that you have a short circuit or something drawing too much amperage, that will trip the circuit breaker, will cut the voltage supply off to it. That prevents fires, prevents damage to your equipment. Now, these things need to be mounted as close to your battery as physically possible. At the most, you really don't want more than about a foot of wire between the circuit breaker and your battery. These circuit breakers have stud terminals. You can use ring terminals on your wiring, connect it there, connect the other end to your battery. Alright guys, moving along to part 2, we have wire type. Now when you're wiring your boat, you may be tempted to save a few dollars here and buy automotive grade wiring. That is a problem. Don't do it. You will regret it because you will end up rewiring the circuit. Spend the extra few dollars when you do it. Buy marine grade wire. Marine grade wire is going to be tinned. You can see in the picture there, that is the silvery colored wire on the right. And that tinning prevents the wire from corroding. It'll make it last longer in a marine environment. Alright guys, staying on the subject of wiring, let's talk about wire size. Now I would not recommend wiring my batteries together for any trolling motor application with anything less than 6 gauge marine wire. You cannot go too big, but it is very easy to go too small on the wiring. The chart you are seeing that I've put up on the screen is put out by Minn Kota. It's applicable to their trolling motors, but it will work with any trolling motor manufacturers. Just adjust the amperage draw and the wire size. Guys, the chart is listed by the length of the wire run and the amperage drawn. I will say this, if you are reaching towards the top of the scale, it will not hurt to go ahead and go up to the next size wire. It costs you a few dollars more when you're wiring it up, but it'll save you time and headache in the long run. Alright guys, moving on to getting it all wired together. What you're looking at is a tinned copper lug. Now these are designed to be used in a marine environment, and they're closed front lugs as opposed to open front lugs that you more typically see in a automotive environment. Guys, this lug is designed to be crimped to your wire. Crimping provides a mechanical connection and a solid mechanical bond between the wire and the connector. If you wish to solder it, do so after you crimp. Guys, the American Boat and Yacht Council standards exclude solder as the sole means of electrical connection in marine applications. Alright guys, that brings us to our last tip of this video, and that is keeping water out of your wiring. Guys, in any marine application, water is going to be your worst enemy. Now, even with the correct type of wire and the proper connectors, water can still find its way into your wiring system, and over time will begin to cause you trouble. So, when you're getting everything wired up, before you do your crimp, go ahead and slide on a piece of marine grade heat shrink tubing. The marine grade heat shrink usually has an adhesive liner that is heat activated, and when everything shrinks down, basically it's lined with hot glue on the inside, and that will help seal out any water from getting in. That gives you a good sealed connection that'll give you a long, trouble-free service life out of your wiring. Alright folks, there we go. Those 5 easy to follow tips will help reduce trouble and headache anytime you're doing any type of wiring on your boat. And for those of you who are not do-it-yourselfers, you can still use this video as a checklist to help make sure that whoever is doing your wiring does a quality job and doesn't cut corners. Richard, I hope this video helped you out. I hope it answered your question. If anybody else has questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. I'll do my best to get them answered for you as quickly as possible. Guys, if there's something you'd like to see me cover on Short Tip Saturday, leave that down in the comments as well. You may get to see your name in an upcoming video when I cover your tip. Guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching my videos. If this one's helped you out, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to subscribe and hit the bell. That'll give you a notification anytime I post a new video or go live. Guys, that's all I have for this week, but before I go, I do want to take a moment to thank my good buddy Ben Gable, River City Catfishing, Mount Vernon, Indiana, for the awesome hoodie. Ben, thanks for sending that out to me. And guys, until next time, we'll catch you out on the water. Appreciate you watching The Weekend Angler.